Hello everyone. Uh, Not of a good start, it does look like. For a second. I think my computer is getting a blank spot. Oh shit. Not of a good start at all. This look like I do have some internet issues. Yeah. Give me a second. Hello, News Devon. Just give me a second, guys. I am going to be back. Um, I will change the internet source. Okay. Um, okay. So now it should be fine, at least for now. So I do apologize for that. I had to go to mobile in order to get it working. And it seems that the mobile also kind of sucks. Oh man, this is going to be a rough one. Let me try to change it back. Hold on a second. All right. It does look like it's stable for now. So yeah, off to a rocky start. But it does look like that it's crawling now. So we are going with tonight's live stream. So welcome to the channel. I do apologize for the rocky start. What we're gonna have tonight, as per usual, this is going to be the guidance forecast, and the label, as you can see, it's what we need to know, and that's what we're gonna do tonight, or what I am going to do tonight. I'm going to do readings for the star signs of what is the immediate message for them, or the immediate guidance. And by the way, I'm going to use a very special deck of mine, which is the very first deck that I bought for myself. Refresh it. You should refresh it, because it runs for me, Yasmin. It runs for me. I'm just looking at a preview, so just refresh the stream and it should run now smoothly. So yeah, a very special one because it's the first one that I bought for myself, and this is the legendary Arthurian deck. So I hope this is gonna give a good messages for tonight. Let me shuffle it and see what the collective reading is going to be all about. So this is a message toward all of the humanity. Is it still frozen for you, Yasmin? And by the way, I do think that it is because of the provider, because my mobile and the Wi-Fi is on the same provider, and they just crashed. Both of them just crashed. So it's It's not because I'm far away from the router, which is weird. I mean, you would think that these big companies are very reliable, and it does look like that they aren't anymore. And also, if the quality of the picture, it does look like a bit rocky and pixelized. That is because I'm running on the half of the quality, because I don't want to put a stress on it. It may not be able to handle it. All right, so the first one, that is the Hierophant. Okay, that is the first card. Second one, we have 10 of Wands as the second card. And the third one, that will be 6 of Cups. Those 3 cards. And what humanity needs to know, what we all need to know, is that there is always a benevolent support that we can get from a specific person or people around us. So that being said, in the next few days, no matter what we face, we are never going to find ourselves being alone in it. And that whatever the challenge, whatever the toughness, right, whatever the difficulty, we can always find a solution to it in the existing framework of our experience, and as well of our personal convictions and arsenal of what we can work with. So that being said, there won't be any overwhelming concerns and any overwhelming issues that simply are too big for us to handle at any given point. And the third thing that I would like to add here of what we need to know is that we are making things far harder on us than we should, by, for example, taking on a unnecessary responsibilities or promising stuff that we don't have to, and it's just making, like I said, things far harder on us than we need to. So another thing that it is important for us to comprehend in the next few days is that it doesn't matter whether one target or a goal is accomplished or not. What will matter, for example, for our boss, or for example, for our spouse, is how we are getting there. Because we, at the end of the day, we may fail, but if the process we use, it's legit, then we won't gonna be blamed for it. Okay, that is no different than, earning money, and earning money through a lawless with kind of like lawless steps, right? I mean, yes, you are earning money, but you are making so much trouble on yourself that it is almost not worth it, and it's gonna bite you eventually at some point. So these are the things that we should know for the next few days moving forward. And what we need to focus on is building trust into those that we care for and we count on as well. And that will happen through being reliable for them, meaning that if they do need a support, we should give it, and it's going to be best to be unconditional and benevolent one. Other than that, if we do not strain from our expertise and as well from the path of our experience, it is the best way how I can put it here, so we don't experiment. This is what I am trying to say. We should face only pleasantries in the next few days, like the tasks we are going to handle are going to be pleasant for us, even the chores, if you will. We are going to have a good time taking care of them, and the people that we're going to get introduced into those fields that we already have experience in also are going to be a pleasant people. So for the most part, these should be a very satisfying days, next few ones, that is, and we should try to make the most out of them. So that was the collective reading, and now a few notes about the show before I move forward. Now there are going to be 12 readings, one for each star sign, and I'm going to run down the ecliptic. I'm going to start with Aries, and I'm going to end up with Pisces. And bear in mind that these are generalized readings, so you should align them to your own personal situation that you're going through right now. But if you do wish to have a personal reading where your personal situation is going to be read for through my tarot cards, you can go to my website, which link you can find in the description down below. And there at the very front page, you can see a full list of my services and also their pricing. If you enjoyed the show and you do wish to support the channel, all that you have to do is subscribe for it if you haven't already, leave a like, comment on the video as well if you feel the need to do so. And if you think that these streams can help someone you know, then you can share them with them as well. And finally, if you do wish to support the channel financially, you can do so using Super Chat or a PayPal, which link you can find in the description down below. And doing so at the end of the stream, you're going to get personalized reading on the topic should your donation carries no inquiry with it. Just like Yasmin did. Yasmin, thank you for the 20. And as well, Kenny, thank you for the 20. Thank you, Kenny. And Taco, thank you for the $22.22. You are already in the list. News Devon, thank you for the £5. Thank you, News Devon. Let me put you in the list. By the way, Yasmin, if you are still here, I haven't gave up on the frozen stream. Is there any inquiry for you and Kenny, or you just want to have a generalized readings for what you need to know? Okay, News Devon, let me put the inquiry here, and I'm gonna start with the star signs. Right. So the first star sign that I'm gonna read for, that will be Aries. There. Let me shuffle. First card for Aries, Knight of Pentacles. Then we have the Hermit. And the third one, that will be Nine of Cups. Okay. So we have these three cards here. These three cards. And what you need to know, Aries, it is that there is a person, I don't know if it is a man or a woman. It could be either, okay? Which finds your presence in their life a backbone. It's the best way how I can describe it here. So what they deduct is that without you, their life is going to be far more miserable than it is right now. And what they're considering currently is to keep things very simple in between you and them. And what is going to carry with it is that there will be pretty much no secrets that are going to be in between you and them, and there won't be any I don't know exactly the English word for it, but let's put it drama, or at least they will not going to create drama with you. So what their intention is is to bring you on an endeavor, right? Endeavor that will make a lot of sense for you, and it will happen to be super important for your future development. And this individual is going to have a plan, step by step, how to accomplish that endeavor. But what you're also going to have to face, it is the disagreement of everyone else. So pretty much what you need to know, it is that very soon you are going to have something like a decision to make, whether you should go along with that one, or you should go along with the collective. The choice is going to be yours. Obviously, I cannot take decisions for you, but what you need to know is that with this person, you can truly find yourself quite happy in the near and even into the distant future. Next one, that will be Taurus. Give me a second, guys. Okay. Right, so first one for Taurus, that will be Three of Cups, followed by Queen of Cups. And the third one, that will be Ten of Pentacles. That's a pretty interesting message for you, Taurus. And what takes place is pretty big support and also a fellowship that is going to take place for you. So what happens here in the next few days is that people are going to see things the same way that you are seeing things. Like, I don't know if you are, for example, deeming a certain project obsolete. Almost everyone around you is going to see that project the same way. My point is that there is going to be the same view for the future in between you and your colleagues, for example, or in between you and say your spouse or your person of interest. That's why Three of Cups is very often interpreted as, say, engagement. It is because what is the same vision in one relationship, if not, you know, marrying or having children or living together and so on and so forth. So you're going to have the vision toward the future, or the vision of the important people for you for the future is going to align with your vision. And that is going to put quite a big comfort for you into the important fields of your life, say your career, say your love life as well, and is going to allow you to plan big in terms of to have that peace of mind from now on in the next few days. It's not even about daydreaming, it's more of a planning in a way that you are finding yourself quite fulfilled into the future. And you are also going to see the very first results very, very soon of those plants. So those plants are not going to be empty, but they are going to bear fruits. And these fruits are going to happen to be very independent from exterior influences as well. Another thing that you can expect and you should need to know, it is that people from your past are going to try to make contact with you, like old friends, old acquaintances, exes as well. Okay, some ex of yours or a couple of them may try to make connection with you. Not may, but they will try to make connection with you. This time around, they'll be on the same page with you. Whatever disagreements you had, now they're going to be on the same page with you. Okay, next one, that will be Gemini. The Sun, Two of Cups, the Hermit, oh my, what you need to know, Gemini, is that you are going to outgrow some kind of partnership, okay, some kind of, if you will, relationship. And you're going to come up to the conclusion that you are going to be more successful and happier as well without it. But that doesn't mean that this relationship will have to pretty much end. More like it's more like a withdrawal, at least for now. So you don't have the influence of that relationship. And mind you, that doesn't have to be intimate one. Okay, it could be just business partnership or some kind of a friendship. So the influence of that relationship doesn't pollute your vision for the future, so to speak. The reason for it is because what will be the driven force here is doing something that it is very unique and natural to you, rather than following someone else's pretty much ideas or a covering up for someone else. And also breaking up, that not breaking up, but kind of like withdrawing from this relationship will allow you to mend a different one. So think of it that way. One relationship broke or get on a pretty wrong foot because of another. And now this another is going to be set on how so you can recover the first one. Another thing that you need to know is that within the next few days, you better work alone. Okay? Because it's just everyone else will try to steal your glory and is gonna mess around with the growth that you can accomplish by yourself. Not to mention that it can take some of your rewards and also interfere with the important aspects that you do need to attend to. So pretty much solo is the name of the game for you. Okay, next that will be Cancer. Four of Swords, the Strength, Knight of Wands. It's a really good one for Cancer. What do you need to know, guys? It is that the obstacles, plights, and also problems that you are currently facing are gonna disappear, at least for the next few days. But you shouldn't mistake that for them being solved or being settled. They will just not going to impact you in any way. But that doesn't mean that they are not going to return in the future. But you can use that time, which you aren't going to be plagued by difficulties, obstacles, problems, denials as well, into first a manifesting your passion. That is very important. Your enterprising nature, next few days, you should put it into action, into motion, and take on a risk, so to speak, into it, and be ready to kind of like not give up. It is my point here. Push it to the very end of it. It's important that you set a long-term goal in the next few days. That is not just because you're going to have the peace and the freedom to develop it, but also you are going to meet the right people whom which you can consult yourself with, take objective opinion on certain procedures, or in generally, you know, on a the strategy or the process, how you can accomplish those goals, and just push on forward. What you need to know is also that whatever the situation, you're always going to have the knack of what other person needs wants to hear. Whether you're going to say it or not, entirely up for you to decide, but you're always going to have that sense what kind of attitude and what kind of composure you need to put into a situation so the situation doesn't escalate, and above everything else, to get what you want. Okay, next one, that will be Leo. It's the Strength again. Then is Knight of Cups. And the third one, that will be Six of Pentacles. How do I explain that? All right, so what you need to know is that within the next few days, there is going to be a breakthrough. I mean, you will have a breakthrough in front of yourself, a breakthrough that is going to be born out of necessity rather than out of desire, so to speak. So my point here is that it will be a good opportunity to climb the ladder of the hierarchy. That is the point, to increase your status or to improve your status, to improve your position, to get a promotion, something of a sort. It's just the problem is going to be that it is not the promotion you want. nonetheless is going to be a good one. Okay, so again, whether you're going to take on that opportunity or not is entirely up for you to decide. If you do decide to take it, there is going to be quite a few occasions in the future asking yourself whether you made the right choice or not, why, or even battering yourself why you take that step if that is something you simply don't have the passion to work, or don't have the passion or the emotions to be involved in, and so on and so forth. But once you kind of like reach the culmination of it, you will see that it was kind of like all worth it. Okay, it's just there is going to be a lot involved with you following blindly. That is all about whether you do have a blind faith into that at some point you are going to accomplish a peak in your life, a peak of experience. And that is what we have here, the opportunity to get to that peak. So whenever you do have that opportunity for a breakthrough, I do encourage you to take it, but whether you will or not, it's entirely up for you. Rocky, thank you for the 28 Canadian. Thank you, Rocky. Let me put you into the list. Right, so next one, that will be Virgo. Hey, Yasmin. Yeah, it was. I was saying that was a problem with my provider. It is working. Yeah, it was a problem with my provider because I switched to mobile data and it was even worse. And when I am at the other place that I'm doing streaming from, there is no Wi-Fi there, and I'm only using mobile data, and it is working perfectly. Okay, so it was the provider itself, something with the upload speed. It's okay now. Hopefully, it's going to last. So, Virgo, Six of Cups, Five of Swords, the High Priestess. Yeah, me too. Me too, because not just only I wouldn't be able to deliver, but also I am staying awake throughout the night to make those live streams, and it's going to suck having to be awake for nothing, So again, Virgo, those are the cards, okay? And what do you need to know? It is that pleasantries or a pleasant day-to-day routine, and being it's not even being happy, it's more like being fulfilled and having your life being stabilized is just behind the corner. It's pretty much nigh. The only issue why it isn't is those Five of Swords. And what Five of Swords are in their core, I mean, well, they are excessive efforts that are going beyond one's limit. No different than, spending money that you don't have. It's just the same thing, because eventually you're going to have to return back those money, and that creates difficulty. It makes things unnecessary, unstable, and unnecessary harder. Unless, you're spending those money for survival. So what you need to do is just get within the framework of your ability, of your limits and of your abilities, and just don't exceed it. Once you do that, your job is going to stabilize and normalize and is going to run as smooth as possible. Your love life, in fact, in love life is even a bigger manifestation here. You can definitely end up with a soulmate or develop that kind of connection, and everything that you do, at least within the next few days, you will freaking enjoy, like, and also love. The tasks at work are going to bring joy and pleasure. The people that you're going to talk with are going to be interesting, and you're going to grow to like them, and so on and so forth. It's just what is important here is that the cost does not always validate the results, and in your case right now, definitely doesn't. So it will be best if you refrain yourself of doing any excessive actions or taking any excessive decisions, and then your life will become happier and happier. That is what you need to know. Next, Libra. Hello, Light, I hope. Welcome to the stream. Right, Knight of Wands for Libra. Page of Swords. The Hermit. So, you are in a big trouble, in a good way. Especially if you're single, you are in so much trouble. Because what you need to know is around you, there is a person, or very soon a person will appear that will happen to be very interested in you, and you're going to find that individual very interesting as well. The core of the issue, though, hold on a second. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself here. And how you're going to get introduced to each other is that they will help you with something that you just don't expect that anyone can do so, right? And that is going to catch your attention. For example, you may think that no one can help you with filling that paperwork, okay? And bang, you at some point, either through random chance, or it's just someone that it is recommended to you, that person really does the job and that impresses you severely, and you find that person very interesting. They find you very interesting, so they are interested in you as well. And this is gonna create chemistry, a big one, right? Now, you will find, though, their approach to life quite excessive and unfathomable, at least for you. And this is going to be a point where there is going to be a lot of misunderstandings, and a lot of wondering whether you are going to be a good match or not. Well, that is for the future to decide. Right now, at least according to these cards, what you should know is that a chance wouldn't hurt, right? Giving yourself a chance and that person a chance, that relationship to grow, is just wouldn't hurt at all. Through that relationship, what is going to happen consequently is that people who are deeming themselves friends of yours, but they aren't actually friends of yours, they are around you just for simple benefits. You provide something for them, are gonna stop dropping like flies, because they will no longer gonna be, you're not going to be accessible for them anymore. And that way you will sieve your social circle. and only the true friends will remain. Right, next, that will be Scorpio. Five of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. What we need to know is that we are restricting ourselves. What I mean here is that in some way, I'm saying we because I'm Sun in Scorpio as well. We are set on a certain destination. For example, we may have some kind of a target that we are dead set on. We may have some kind of a dream that we are set on. It's just a vision or opinion that it does not cave on change, right? No matter what happens, we're not going to change that. And this restricts us big time. And what we need to know as well, it is that it deprives those who cares about us to help us. Now that could be a habit that we don't want to change, right? Like I said, that could be a goal or a target. It could be a lifestyle as well. It's important that we do examine our lives and see what most of the people around us are dissatisfied with us. It may be the way we dress, it may be the way we talk, it may be what we work, okay, or it may be whom we are with. And until we do not change that, we are going to, even if people around us that loves us want to support us in any way, financially, verbally, physically as well, that support is going to be completely in vain because it's not going to do any job whatsoever. Additionally to it, you need to know, Scorpio, in the next few days that our explanations will not going to make much sense because it's just the information we provide either is going to be confusing or incomplete, and it's not going to be taken the right way. So if we are to explain something to someone, like to our spouse or to family members, we should be extra elaborative. Okay, so that is the awful reading for Scorpio. Now next, Sagittarius. I'm sorry. Ooh, that's sneezing. Eight of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Four of Pentacles. Now, this is a simple one. What you need to know, Sagittarius, is that the next few days you should go by the book, right? You should do your job by the book. You should keep your promises, keep your word, and address every detail with conscientiousness. You are planning something, you better do it, right? That is the only way how you're going to ensure the longevity of your place at work, the longevity of your relationship, okay, and the stability of your friendships. Any crazy ideas that you do have, any changes that you think are very smart at the very last minute, okay, are going to be not just only frowned upon, but scowled upon, and everything is gonna go awry and fall to pieces. So what you need to know, again, it is that you should do what you have promised, what you signed for, and what is expected from you by the book. Okay, next, that will be Capricorn. First one, that will be Judgment, followed by Page of Wands. And the third one, the Hierophant. What you need to know, Capricorn, it is that a brand new enterprise is gonna open up for you. This is an enterprise you have never been a part of before, so it is, like I said, completely new, completely alien for you. And your first reaction when it opens up for you, another thing that you need to know, it is that you can't bring anyone into it, right? That is strictly unique for you and no one else. You can't involve your significant other, you can't involve a colleague, you can't involve a friend, nor your children, nor a family member, you alone. And again, as a brand new one, like a completely different from whatever you had experienced and also thought and dreamed of up until this point, it's understandable how you're going to be hesitant and reluctant to try it out. But what you need to know is that taking on that enterprise is going to be one of the best decisions you have ever made, because it's going to serve you to its fullest, to 100%. Simply, there will be no room for a compromise in it. And its effect is going to be, at least according to these cards, 100% positive for your life. And even better, doing it by yourself is going to remind you of one's strength and make you aware that, you know, even if you are left alone, you can also you can handle life by yourself and you don't need anyone else. Okay, so next, that will be Aquarius. King of Cups, Five of Cups, Justice. So for Aquarius, you may not know that, but in the recent past, at least according to these cards, someone wanted you to make you an offer, but they haven't. They took the choice that not to give you that offer, not to offer you the job, not to ask you to go out, okay, with them on a date, or to offer you to go on a holiday, you know, whatever the case. And according to these cards, they are deeply regretting right now not to make you that offer. I do suspect that in the most cases they send that offer to someone else, and it happens to be the wrong person for, say, the job. So in the next few days, that offer is going to come to you, and it's a good thing that it didn't came first, because it had a lot of strings attached to it, and now as it comes second, there are going to be far less strings attached to the offer itself, but the rewards from the offer, okay, the conditions that are concerning you, the benefits, are going to stay the same. And literally there will be no freaking reason for you to decline it when it comes about, unless, you know, you put your ego into work, and just because you haven't been offered first, to decline it right away. Another thing that you should need to know, it is that within the next few days, should there be anyone who loves you romantically, is going to share their feelings, is going to find a way how to isolate you from everyone, okay, and share those feelings with you when you are alone with them. And that way you're going to know that they are sincere. And last but not least, that will be Pisces. The Hangman, Nine of Wands, Two of Cups. So what do you need to know? It is that any attempt to further your enterprises, not just only going to be in vain, but is going to make things far worse than they currently are. And by the way, they aren't worse at all. And bad at all at that given stage. You may think that your endeavors are, for example, stalling, and they are, for example, hitting a wall, or they are moving very slow, but you're going to be wrong, because according to these cards, they're moving exactly with the speed and with the development that they need to be moving right now. And it will be best not to poke, especially if there are other people involved, because you are going to disrupt the equality and the unity in it, and also the equilibrium into these enterprises. Worry not. Everything you have to do in the next few days is just to remain calm and still and do exactly nothing, because what you need to know is that you have done your part. Now you have to wait for everyone else or the universe to do its part, and then things are going to happen for you on their own accord. In other words said, what you are striving for, it's for, how can I put it into words? The time isn't right for what you are aiming for to manifest. It's nigh, but it isn't right yet. and you have to wait a little bit longer until it becomes ripe, and then magic happens. All right, so that's gonna do it for the 12th. And now it's going to be the super chat. So anyone who supported the stream through super chat or PayPal is about to have a personalized reading. For those with no inquiry, the reading is going to be what they do need to know, what they personally need to know. And the first one is going to be Yasmin. Just a couple of minutes to catch my breath. All right, Yasmin. Those are the cards. You're going to be, what you need to know is that you are going to be given a choice very soon. This choice will involve some kind of a paper, maybe a contract. So that could be a client that gives you that choice how to sign that deal or whatnot. And what you need to know about this thing is that you are in a severe disadvantage. That person knows everything about you, everything of what you are doing, okay, and in generally how to manipulate the things around. Now, by definition, this choice that you're going to be given, it's quite gainful, right? But makes no mistake, the one that you are making a bond with, the one that you are signing the contract with, it is not your friend, and is gonna burn you the second you either become obstacle or you aren't serving any purpose. So you have to tread extremely carefully, and again, you have a choice not to sign it, okay, not to get into this say partnership. It's not really a partnership, it's more of subservience. It is the best way how I can describe it, because that one is going to have all the trumps, okay, it's going to have all the leverage, and it will be able to make you do whatever they like or whatever they want to in that given field. It's not someone who wishes you the best. That is what I can say for certain. So you have to tread extremely careful what you are agreeing on and what you are signing. And the negotiations, or rather like this choice, most likely is going to be given either through an email or through a phone call. It's unlikely to be a verbal discussion, I mean face to face with that person. So again, be very, very careful what you are agreeing upon. Okay, next, that will be Kenny. So let's see what you need to know, Kenny. Would be best. It may be something insignificant, you know, but still. Because now that I think of Yasmin, think of it that way. Someone asks you for a money, okay, like to loan them a money, and they tell you, you know what, uh, that's awesome. You know what, just to make you safe, make you feel safe, let's sign a contract about those money. And they present you with the contract, you sign it out, but you don't realize that there is a loophole in it, that they can just stall paying you back those money for a very, very long time. And so here is the issue, right? I mean, that person wasn't amicable at all. It wasn't benevolent. It was actually a malicious intent out there. So, and you will create yourself a kind of like unnecessary problems, but it is not big thing in the grand scheme of things. All right, so that doesn't have to be something life changing, right? Even if you end up being beguiled into signing up that contract. Yeah, it usually isn't. For Kenny though, it's gonna be a big one. Those are the cards for Kenny. So again, a document, but this document, Kenny's document, is going to contain conditions, is going to contain obligations, if you will, and this document, or an email as well, it could be an email, will be delivered by a man. And these conditions are going to be obligatories. So a certain partnership can be forged, can be created, right? So this is a final step of Kenny partnering with someone. And for what I can see here, that partnership, if Kenny forges that partnership, this partnership is going to bring a lot of, say, business, if it is within the business, followers, if it in the social circle. However, what Kenny needs to know, it is that this partnership is going to be exactly what it is, right? What I mean, it is that you may have some expectations that are going beyond the framework of you know, the current possibilities, those expectations are not going to be met. So only what is within the framework of the possibilities currently is going to be achieved by that partnership, and is going to be well written in there. It's just, you know, sometimes people do have a hope that something bigger is going to come out of it. Not in this case. However, in this case, you are going to top it off, or you both are going to top it off to the maximum of its limit, of the limits of that partnership. And what you need to know, Kenny, is that this is take it or leave it, right? It comes up, you have like a couple of hours, maybe a day, to decide whether you are going to agree to those conditions or not. And if not, it's gone forever. Right, so you're not going to have much time to think about it, and that's why a decisive actions and clear-headed mind, so to speak, is going to be needed if you don't want to rob yourself from that opportunity. So again, it's going to be delivered by a man, and it will be in a written form, either in a document or in an email, and it's up to you to sign it out or sign it off. It's going to be your choice. All right, next. Taco. You're welcome, Yasmin. Thank you so much for your generosity. Thank you. See you next time. Okay, Taco. Those are cards for you. And these are the Lenormand cards. Now, I am just about to do it. So those are your Lenormand cards, Taco. So you do have a choice, delay, or a different path, and that is long-term stability. So it's a choice of how you want to go about, you know, your long-term stability, and it's about gains, right? So those are the cards here. Not much to be interpret with them, other than within the next few days, you're gonna have your chance to seal the deal. Okay, to seal the deal for good. And what can really bite you in the butt or make yourself shoot yourself in the foot, it's greed. Wanting more, wanting something additional. All right. So pretty much, thank you, Samuel. Thank you for the 5 Australian. Thank you. Yes, you can. Um, so Taco, within the next few days, you should. How can I put it into? How can I put it into words, mate? I mean, you should restrain yourself only to the options available that are presented to you by the other party, rather than doing your own thing. And that Six of Swords, I kind of to the Nine of Pentacles, it kind of suggests that you would want to do something different, right? I mean, you would find a different approach more feasible. But it just is going to compromise your current progress. According to these cards, your current progress, very good. Okay, you are on the final stretch here, and you don't want to. It's not an offer, right? It's not an offer. It's more of a suggestion. We can do this, or we can do that. What do you want to do? And only with the presented options you should go forward rather than doing your own thing. That is my point here, because again, you are about to make a huge development here, probably in terms of a monetary success, in terms of a material stability, and you will ensure its delivery, so to speak, to you, and it's not gonna go anywhere. So, what you need to know within the next few days is that you should take only precautionary measures and be predictable, for the lack of a better word. Here, don't do anything that is out of the picture, right? That it is out of the box. It's about material delivery. I don't know if it's about money. It could be delivery of some sort of a car, say, or something like that. I don't know, but it is a material delivery. You're welcome, mate. It's going to be a huge game, all right? At least according to these cards, is going to allow you to make a very big leap into developing your material status and material stability. Okay, next one, that will be Rocky. 1 second. Yes, Rocky. Hey, Rocky. Those are the cards for you, Rocky. And what you need to know is that you are currently on a path of to significantly improve your life and your physical condition. In other words, said, your health. So I don't know what you're doing, but it does look like that you're doing it right. And at least according to the tarot cards, this is going to be a tangible improvement, not something that it is like a placebo or a yo-yo effect, you know, that it is going away with time. I don't know. I mean, you may be trying to gain weight, or maybe trying to lose weight, or maybe trying to improve your diet, or you may have a some kind of a condition that you're trying to get rid of. Those cards are pointing here, and what you need to know it is that whatever you're doing to do so, you are gonna end up being successful in it. But what you need to know as well is that it may take longer than you are anticipating, especially if we're talking about a diet here. While the diet is going to be, or a workout regime, something like that, is going to produce the wanted results, but it will take a lot of dedication and it will take more time than you are anticipating. Another thing that you need to know it is that you may think that no one can alleviate, okay, the difficulty or the challenge for you. You will be wrong. There is a way how people that loves you can help you, not in a major way, but still they can alleviate some of the pressure, for you. And finally, Rocky, next few days are going to be days in which you will end up placing a tangible goal for yourself. What that goal is going to be, I don't know. Maybe the goal itself is going to be related to your health, okay? But this is a goal that you're going to follow with a lot of passion, and eventually you will complete it despite everyone and despite the odds, which I don't know how big they are going to be, but definitely at some point it will be a challenging thing. I mean, you're going to feel like you are climbing a mountain, but when you reach the peak, when you reach the summit, you will see that it was all worth it. Right, next, News Devon. So you want to know whether your brother is happy caring for you or not, or rather is okay caring with you or not, for you or not. Those are the cards. And happiness doesn't have anything to do with it. Okay? Yeah, yes, he's happy, but not because he's happy. Uh it's family, all right? And at least according to these cards, your brother would do anything to protect you, no matter how much of a hassle you are for him, for example, or no much how much grievances you do have in between each other. If something like this happen, or something exterior threatens either you or some other family members, your brother is always going to step in, right? It's not going to leave things um, it's not going to stay aside uh, uninvolved. And yeah, I mean, according to these cards, he's gonna put a good care for you. Okay. So yeah, he's happy that he can be of a service to the family. And these cards suggest that, at least for the time being, he will put all of the differences you have with him aside, or he has with you aside. You can use that time, right? You can use that situation to significantly improve the relationship you do have with your brother. You can truly use that, but don't push it. Okay, you're welcome. And last but not least, Sam. So let's see what you need to know. The Empress, Sam. What you need to know it is that what you sow is about to be reaped, whether bitter or sweet. So you are about to face the music, whether a pleasant one or atrocious one. You're about to collect a fruits of your labor, whether bitter or sweet. And once you do so, it will be important for you to make a long-term plans based on them. Okay, so that's what you need to know. Additionally to it, some rest. You need to know that taking some rest or some break, withdrawing from the midst of activities, is gonna pay off a big time for you. The very least is going to give you a lot of comfort to make a oh god, the word just slipped my mind. Objective. To make objective decisions how to go about your future endeavors. All right, so with that said, guys, this is gonna do it for tonight. Let's see what we're gonna have next time. So next time probably is gonna be the full moon. Next time is gonna be 3rd and then 6th. No, it's gonna be Mars in Libra. So on Sunday we're gonna have Mars in Libra. Now I do think that I'm gonna make up a specific spread for it, because these 3 cards, it's just it's a good reading, but I do think that I have to do something something different, something better, something more. So yeah, I'm gonna come up with a different spread that is going to be designed for the Mars in Libra, and I hope that you're gonna like it. So stay tuned in Sunday to see what the spread is going to be, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Until then, bye.